back to Blushing Shades. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I'm really excited about this video because I'm going to be doing my top blushes at the drugstore for fall. I just did my top lipsticks. I will leave that down below in case you guys missed it. This is a continuation of my fall series, and this week I'm dedicating it all to drugstore. So if you guys want to see what my picks are for fall, then just keep on watching. The first one I'm going to talk about is by NYX. This is in the color Cocoa. I'm actually wearing it today and I really love this for fall. I guess the best way I can describe this color is it's a rosy brown shade, but it's more on the brown side. So I'm not wearing a bronzer today. I don't feel like I need to with this blush. I'm just going to swatch it for you guys. But I also feel like it pulls a little bit of coral once it's swatched. So that's the shade right there. So yeah, it probably looks coral in the camera, I'm not quite sure, but it's just a really pretty everyday blush and it goes with a lot of looks, especially for fall. Another one by NYX, and this is in the color Terra Cotta. I know a lot of people really love this one. I believe this is a dupe for one of the NARS blushes. I don't remember the name, so if you guys remember the name, leave it in the comments down below because I know some people like to read that. I don't know if this would show up on darker skin tones, but if you're light to medium, then this would probably show up on you. This is more of an everyday blush. So if you want to keep your cheeks a little bit more natural and you don't want too much color, then I would definitely reach for this one. It has a little bit of like a gold sheen to it. So there it is right there, but it's very, very subtle. So I really love this one for the fall. So I have to mention the WetnWild blushes. I just think that these are amazing for the price. They're only $4.99 here in Canada. You can pick them up at Walmart. I do have 3 shades here. One I did show in my weekly favorites, but I will swatch it again for you in case you guys didn't see that, and I will also leave that video down below. But I just think they're amazing. They're really pigmented. I have to use a stippling brush to actually apply these so that I don't add too much. So you do have to be careful. I do have 3 colors here, but I do feel like they all work well for fall. So I'm just going to swatch them side by side and share them with you. So the first one is the one that I did share in my weekly favorites, and it's called Heather Silk. This is matte, and the other 2 that I'm going to share with you do have some shimmer to it. But this is just a beautiful plummy rose color. There it is here. So you can see that how pigmented these blushes are. This one has to be my favorite out of the 3. So that one there is Heather Silk. The second shade is called Berry Shimmer, and obviously this one has the shimmer in it, but it's nothing too chunky. It's very, very finely milled. I will just swatch it next to Heather Silk for you. I find that like NARS Orgasm, that has a bit more of like a chunkier shimmer to it. So there is Berry Shimmer and there is Heather Silk. So you can definitely see that this one is definitely more berry. It doesn't have any plum to it. It's just a really pretty shade. So I really love this one as well. And the last one is called Pearlescent Pink. It's just a really pretty, more of like a neutral pink. So I will swatch that. So there it is right there. I guess it kind of reminds me of Heather Silk, but with some shimmer to it. So there you have it. Highly recommend checking these out. You guys will not be disappointed. They are phenomenal for drugstore. I have one by CoverGirl and my friend Bonnie, which I miss you, Bonnie, if you're watching. This is in the color True Plum. She loves this one. I picked this one up earlier in the year, so this one here kind of reminds me of NARS Sin, but let me grab NARS Sin just so that we can compare the difference. Okay, so here is NARS Sin and here is True Plum by CoverGirl. So they definitely look different in the pan. Let's just swatch it to see the difference. Okay, so they're definitely in the same family, but NARS is definitely deeper than True Plum. True Plum has a bit more lilac to it, where this is more of like a deeper plum shade. So that would be the difference. I've never really thought of trying CoverGirl blushes until my friend Bonnie, so if you guys have any other colors that you recommend by this line, then just let me know in the comments down below. I have 2 baked Milani blushes to share with you, and this one has to be my favorite out of the 2. This one's called Fantastico Mauve. It's just a really pretty mauve shade, and look at how gorgeous that is. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. These blushes are so nice. They're so pigmented and they blend so nicely. So there is the shade right there. How gorgeous is that? I love this one for fall. And the next one is called Berry Amore. This is another favorite of mine. You can wear this blush all year round, but I think it's really pretty for fall too. It reminds me of NYX Terra Cotta, and I know they look different in the pan, but swatched, they are pretty close. I guess this one has a bit more berry to it than this one, but it's a gorgeous blush. I think if you're, you know, medium to dark, then this blush would still show up on you, where this one, if more to light to medium in my opinion. But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous blush. I will swatch it for you. There we go. So there's the color right there. So definitely check out the Milani Baked Blushes. They are definitely worth it. The last two I'm going to share with you are from Maybelline. These are the Master Highlighting Blushes. I've talked about these before on my channel, so you guys already know how much I love them. So I am going to include them in this video. I have two here. This one's in the color Mauve, and it's just a really pretty mauve plum shade. There we go. All in the same family with like NARS Sin or Berry Shimmer. They all kind of remind me of that. So that is the shade right there. I like these blushes because you can wear them on its own, or I like to top these with other blushes. And the last one is called Deep Bronze. This one I really love if I'm going for that like golden natural goddess look, then this is the one that I reach for. And I do top this one off with a lot of my blushes too. So that one there is called Deep Bronze. Okay. So these are very pigmented, they're very finely milled. I think Maybelline did an excellent job with these blushes. If I had to pick two brands from the drugstore that I really love, it would definitely be the Maybelline Master Highlighting Blushes and the Baked Milani blushes by far. Those are my two favorite for sure. So those were my blush picks at the drugstore. If you guys have any other recommendations, please leave them in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. I will see you guys in my weekly blushing obsession, so make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.